wonder why nothing exciting ever happens around here. Okay, this is Rwandan amethyst, and I need to trim off a piece to make it the shape that I need to cut. And that trim piece will be an extra stone that I cut separately, so I'll make 2 stones out of this. Let me go ahead and trim it up. BOPIE, my wife, has asked me to cut some of my hoard of amethyst from Rwanda. Rwanda amethyst is a unique variety of amethyst. It was discovered in 2015, and it's said to have been basically mined out within a couple of years. However, my main rough dealer, Joe, says that the government intervened and that it's not mined out. There's still plenty of it available. We're just not seeing it on the market. In any case, this special variety of amethyst is renowned for its exceptional deep reddish violet color, which shifts to a bluish purple in daylight. Rwandan amethyst is considered by many as some of the world's finest amethyst. And whether it's still mined or not, it does show up in the market on occasion, oftentimes from rough dealers who have hoarded it or cutters who had previously hoarded and now they're releasing it. Or as Joe says, maybe the government of Rwanda has the market clamped down. I don't know, but it shows up once in a while. Now there is still amethyst being mined in Rwanda that's not as good of quality as what we're talking about. So still up in the air as to whether there's more or not more the good Rwandan amethyst. But in any case, Rwandan amethyst is stunning. I'm going to try out a design that I've not cut before. It's called Another Lazy 1.33, and it's by Long & Steel. This is an oval design, and the 1.33 means that it's designed to cut a length to width ratio of 1.33. I ran this design through my GemCut Studio software, and it has a very nice brilliance level in GCS, so I'm going to give it a try. Although I've not cut this design before, I have cut a number of designs by Robert Long and Norman Steele, and I really like their designs. They're well thought out, well designed. This design was published back in 1982, long before GemCut Studio software was available. And a lot of times these older designs, they fascinate me. The designers faced a lot of different challenges creating gem faceting diagrams way back then without the aid of computer software like GCS, and they did a great job. So let's go ahead and get started cutting this diagram. I've gone over our amethyst with a 120 grit topper, and then a 240 grit topper and a 320 grit topper, and then a 600. I used my topper at first. Had a lot of cleaning up to do with this stone, but we finally got all the internal issues out of the way, and it's looking good. So now I'm going to use my 3000 grit diamond on a bat lap, and this stone is coming together very quickly. Usually larger stones take me a lot more time, but this one is just connecting, so let me continue to work on it. Okay, I've pre-polished the crown or the upper half of our amethyst with 3000 grit diamond on a bat lap, and I just started polishing so you can see the difference between a polished facet and a pre-polished facet. And I'm polishing with cerium oxide and tin lap in this case. It's coming along nicely, so let me continue to polish our gemstone. Okay, I've preformed my table with I used a 320 grit topper. I had a little bit of material to use, so now I will go over it with I'm going to go straight to a 3000 grit diamond on a bat lap, and then I will polish it with cerium oxide on a tin lap. Okay, that's a very large facet, the table, and with large facets, usually it's a little harder to polish them, and I figured that would be the case here. So what I did is I ended up switching to my Spectrum Ultra Lap, with cerium oxide, and that polished the table right up. So this is a Spectrum Ultralap. It's a piece of plastic mylar that's embedded on one side with cerium oxide. You put the shiny side down onto a master lap, and the way you make sure it sticks to the master lap is use a couple of drops of water on the master lap and then put your lap on top, but it'll stay right in place. And they're not all the same. It depends on where you get it from, the quality. The best ones that I've got recently do come from Ultratech, so sorry, that's just the way it is. I bought some from a lapidary store one time, didn't work worth crap. So if yours is not working, it might be the place you bought them from. But now that I've got my table polished up, I'll soak the stone in acetone to remove it from the dop, and we'll weigh it, measure it, and send it off to BOPIE. I just cut this piece of Rwandan amethyst into a design called Another Lazy 1.33. Again, this is my first time cutting this design, but there were no major challenges in cutting this design. It's very well put together. My gemstone ended up with a length of 16 millimeters and a width 11.98, about 12 millimeters, and that gives us a length to width ratio of 1.33, just as the name of this gem passing diagram advertised. Another Lazy 1.33. Perfect. Now I'm not sure you can see the unique flashes from this Rwandan amethyst with my poor video equipment, but BOPIE can definitely tell you that she is very happy with this gemstone. I recommend this gem passing diagram to gem cutters of all skill levels, but cutting an oval is a bit tricky, and you should not, in my opinion, it should not be the first design for a brand new cutter. But do give the design a try and let me know what you think. And if you have some Rwandan amethyst and you want to sell it, I think the market is there, certainly. Enjoy your Rwandan amethyst. I really like it. But also let me know in the comments what you think of this gemstone. And as always, happy fasting, everyone.